Worked for Carson Kressley and Karina Smirnoff on the hit show Dancing with the Stars. They'll be here with a very special announcement. As some of the greatest football legends have gathered together to save themselves and possibly you. Find out how. Feel better right now.
This is Dr. Steve. Feel inspired.
This show is going to change your life.
Feel connected. Feel better.
Feel better is not just a slogan for the show. It's actually a challenge, a mission, and a promise from me to you to help you live a healthier life.
This is Dr. Steve.
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Steve Salvatore. Thanks so much for joining me today. I have a question for you. How did you sleep last night? Well, for millions of Americans, the answer is not so great. Well, all those restless nights can really take a toll. According to the CDC, 1 out of every 3 adults in the United States has difficulty sleeping, and more than half of you watching right now snore. Well, if your partner snores, odds are you're losing sleep too. And because of this lack of sleep, 38% of Americans say they doze off during the day. Are you one of them? Well, here's an alarming statistic. 5% of you have fallen asleep behind the wheel. Now, of those surveyed, more than 12 million suffer from sleep apnea. The disorder was once considered a man's problem, but we now know that sleep apnea affects up to 3% of women, and it often goes undiagnosed, which could lead to deadly side effects. Well, joining me now with some crucial information every woman needs to know is Alice Benjamin. She's the Cardiopulmonary Program Director at Gentiva Health Services in San Diego. Alice, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
So, should this be something that women really need to be concerned about?
Yes, women need to be concerned about sleep apnea. It's traditionally been more of a men's disease, but we're finding out that up to 3% of women have it as well. And if left undiagnosed and untreated, it can be fatal.
Okay, so we're talking about fatal, so this obviously is very serious. What are the differences that we see sleep apnea with men compared to women?
Okay, so I see sleep apnea every day. Men typically present with snoring, witnessed episodes where they stop breathing in their sleep, and excessive daytime tiredness. And that's what we typically see in men. Women present differently. They actually present with more generic, nonspecific symptoms such as mood disorders, insomnia, chronic irritability, and things of that nature.
So it may not be those classic symptoms that you're talking about. What other problems besides heart disease might women develop from this problem?
Well, actually, sleep apnea is very dangerous in that it can lead to heart disease,